What if I told you that you could start building real wealth with absolutely $0? No savings, no investors, no fancy degrees. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly what we're uncovering today. Welcome to Street Smart Secrets, the channel where we break down powerful money truths that schools never teach. In this video, we're diving deep into how to make money with zero capital, and more importantly, how to use that momentum to create lasting wealth from scratch. You'll discover the smart strategies, mindset shifts, and step-by-step paths that ordinary people are using right now to turn zero into something extraordinary. And trust me, it's not about luck. It's about knowing the game and playing it smarter than everyone else. So if you're ready to learn how to build wealth from zero and finally take control of your financial future, stick with me till the end, because the last secret might just flip your money mindset forever. Hit that subscribe button, tap like, and turn on notifications so you never miss another money-making secret from Street Smart Secrets. Point 1. Shift your mindset from scarcity to strategy. Before you can make a single dollar, you have to rewire how you think about money. Most people are trapped in what's called a scarcity mindset, the belief that money is limited, opportunities are rare, and the only way to make wealth is to already have it. This thinking keeps people poor, not because they don't work hard, but because they don't work smart. A scarcity mindset makes you focus on lack. I don't have enough money to start. A strategic mindset flips that script to, what can I do with what I already have? You stop seeing your financial position as an obstacle and start seeing it as a challenge to solve creatively. When you realize that money follows value, not status or luck, you begin to focus on creating value instead of chasing quick cash. You stop asking, who will give me money? And start asking, what problem can I solve for others? That one shift separates the people who struggle from those who eventually build empires. Think about the most successful entrepreneurs. Many of them started from nothing. Oprah Winfrey, Damon John, Howard Schultz, none of them began with wealth. What they did have was vision, grit, and the ability to turn limitations into leverage. Building wealth from zero begins with this internal transformation. The moment you stop blaming your circumstances and start owning your power to create value, you activate what's called resourcefulness. Resourcefulness beats resources every single time. You might not have capital, but you have time, energy, knowledge, ideas, and access to free tools. The internet has leveled the playing field. Today, you can learn any skill, start an online business, or build a personal brand with nothing but your smartphone and Wi-Fi. So the first investment you make is in your mindset. Feed your mind with financial education, success stories, and skill-building content. Read books, watch podcasts, and surround yourself with people who think possibility, not poverty. Because once your mindset changes, your decisions follow. You start seeing opportunities everywhere, and you take action instead of waiting for the perfect time. Wealth doesn't start in your bank account, it starts in your mind. The money will always come later, but the right mindset must come first. Point 2. Monetize what you already know. Most people underestimate the power of what they already know. They believe they have nothing valuable to offer, simply because they don't have a business, a degree, or money to invest. But here's the truth. You're already sitting on a gold mine, your skills, knowledge, and experiences. The only difference between people who make money and those who don't is this. Some know how to monetize what they know. Think about it. Everything you've ever learned, whether it's how to cook, design, fix phones, organize, write, or even manage social media, is a skill someone else wants to learn or needs help with. And the best part? You don't need capital to start. You just need to position yourself as someone who can solve a problem or deliver value. Let's take an example. Suppose you know how to design logos, edit videos, or write content. You can start freelancing on platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, or Freelancer today. If you're not sure where to begin, offer your services at a low rate, just to get reviews and credibility. Within weeks, you can start earning and scaling. That's not theory. Thousands of freelancers worldwide are doing exactly this every day. Even if you don't currently have a skill, the internet has made learning free. You can go to YouTube, Coursera, Skillshare, or HubSpot Academy and master in-demand digital skills like copywriting, content creation, data entry, or social media management. All for $0. Your phone, time, and dedication become your startup capital. Here's the real secret. You don't have to be the best, just better than the person who needs your help. People often wait to feel ready before offering their services. But that's a trap. You learn by doing. Every client or project becomes a stepping stone toward mastery. Another powerful way to monetize your knowledge is through teaching or content creation. Start a YouTube channel, TikTok page, or blog where you share tips, tutorials, or insights on what you know. As your audience grows, so does your income potential through ads, sponsorships, affiliate marketing, or digital products. You can also offer consulting or coaching once you gain expertise. For instance, if you've managed to save, invest, or lose weight successfully, there's an audience out there looking for your guidance. The bottom line is simple. Your skill is your seed capital. Don't wait for money to start making money. Start with your mind, your talent, and your willingness to act. Once you learn to package what you know into something valuable, you'll never be broke again. Because in today's world, knowledge isn't just power, it's profit. Point 3. Build leverage, not just labor. One of the biggest reasons most people stay broke, even after they start making money, is because they never move beyond trading time for money. They keep working harder, longer hours, hoping effort alone will lead to wealth. But real wealth doesn't come from effort. It comes from leverage. Leverage is the ability to multiply your output without multiplying your effort. It's the secret that separates the self-employed from the financially free. You see, when you work a job, you get paid only when you show up. The moment you stop working, your income stops too. But when you build systems, assets, and tools that keep earning even while you sleep, that's when wealth begins. Now, here's the good news. You don't need capital to start building leverage. What you need is creativity and consistency. For instance, if you're a freelancer, don't just keep taking projects one after another. Turn your experience into a digital product, like an online course, an ebook, or templates that others can buy repeatedly. That way, you work once but get paid over and over again. If you're good at explaining things, start a YouTube channel or podcast. These platforms are modern leverage machines. Once your content is up, it can generate income, followers, and opportunities 24/7. The same video you made months ago can keep attracting viewers, clients, and sponsors for years. Another form of leverage is automation. As you grow, use free or low-cost tools to automate repetitive tasks. Schedule posts, automate emails, and create systems that handle your workflow. This allows you to focus on higher-value activities that move you forward faster. And don't forget people leverage, partnering or collaborating with others. When you don't have money, you can trade your skills, ideas, or audience for access to resources. Collaboration lets you multiply impact without multiplying cost. The wealthiest people on Earth don't do everything themselves. They build networks, systems, and teams that extend their reach. Elon Musk doesn't personally build Teslas. Jeff Bezos doesn't pack boxes at Amazon. They use leverage, people, technology, and systems to scale value. If you start today, think of how you can create one small system that earns even when you're not directly working. Maybe it's a YouTube video, a blog that earns affiliate income, or a simple digital download that helps others. That's how financial freedom is built, not through endless work, but through smart systems that free your time and compound your results. So remember this, labor earns income, but leverage builds wealth. And the faster you transition from doing everything yourself to building assets that work for you, the faster you escape the cycle of trading hours for dollars. Point 4. Network and collaborate smartly. Here's a powerful truth most people overlook. Your network is your net worth. When you don't have money, your relationships become your most valuable currency. The right connections can open doors that money simply can't. In fact, collaboration has built more wealth than capital ever did. Think about it. No one becomes successful in isolation. Every thriving business, every breakthrough brand, every millionaire you admire had help. They had mentors, partners, collaborators, or communities that believed in their ideas. When you start from zero, your smartest move isn't to chase funding, it's to build relationships that fuel your journey. Let's start with the basics. Networking isn't about collecting contacts. It's about creating connections. It's not about what you can get from people, but about what you can offer. Ask yourself, how can I bring value to others? Maybe you have skills they need, energy they lack, or ideas they can refine. When you lead with value, people naturally want to help you grow. Even with no money, you can start networking today. Online. Platforms like LinkedIn, X, Twitter, YouTube, and niche Facebook groups are filled with entrepreneurs, investors, and creators who collaborate daily. Join conversations, share your insights, comment on posts, and be visible. Over time, you'll attract people who share your vision or can amplify it. But here's the next level: collaboration. Collaboration is leverage times 2. When you team up with others who complement your strengths, you achieve results faster. Maybe you're great at marketing but weak at design. Partner with someone who can handle visuals while you focus on strategy. Or perhaps you have ideas but lack technical skills. Find someone who can build while you brainstorm. The beauty of collaboration is that it doesn't require capital, just trust, shared goals, and clear communication. Many successful brands started as collaborations between people who had different strengths but one vision. Think of Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. One was the visionary, the other the builder. Together, they created Apple from a garage. Another overlooked form of networking is mentorship. Find people who've already achieved what you're chasing. You don't need to beg for mentorship. Start by offering value. Maybe you can volunteer, help with content, or assist in some way. Being around people who've walked the path shortens your learning curve and helps you avoid costly mistakes. And here's the secret ingredient: build genuine relationships, not transactional ones. People can tell when you're only around for favors. Be authentic, stay consistent, and give before you expect. In short, when you don't have money, you have to rely on your social capital. The right collaboration can turn a small idea into a massive success story. Remember, you don't have to know everyone, you just need to know the right few. Because in the game of wealth, who you know often matters more than what you have. Point 5. Delay lifestyle, accelerate growth. Here's one of the hardest but most important lessons in building real wealth. You can't look rich and get rich at the same time. Most people sabotage their financial future by chasing appearances instead of assets. The moment they start making a little money, they upgrade their lifestyle. New phone, new clothes, fancy meals, and before they know it, they're broke again. But those who truly build wealth from zero understand this simple rule. Every dollar that doesn't grow keeps you broke. When you're starting out with no capital, the smartest thing you can do with your first earnings is to reinvest, not reward yourself. Think of your income like seeds. You can eat them now and satisfy your hunger for a moment, or you can plant them and grow a forest that feeds you forever. The wealthy choose to plant. That's how they keep multiplying their income, while others stay stuck in the paycheck-to-paycheck trap. Let's be real. It's tempting to spend when you finally start earning after struggling. But here's the truth. The goal of your early income isn't comfort, it's momentum. Reinvest that money into skills, tools, or systems that expand your earning power. If you made $200 freelancing, don't buy sneakers. Buy better software, take an advanced course, or market your services. That's how you turn $200 into $2,000. Another trap to avoid is lifestyle inflation. It's when your expenses grow as your income grows. You start earning more, so you start spending more, convincing yourself it's progress. But in reality, you're running on a treadmill, working harder but staying in the same financial place. The rich delay gratification, not because they hate nice things, but because they prioritize freedom over status. They know the goal isn't to impress people, but to escape dependence. Here's a street-smart strategy. Every time you make money, split it into 3 parts: one for reinvestment, one for education, and one for savings or emergencies. That way your money works for you instead of disappearing. Also, track your spending. Use free budgeting tools or simple spreadsheets to see where your money goes. You can't grow what you don't measure. Awareness creates control, and control builds stability. Remember, the goal isn't fast money, it's lasting money. Real wealth takes discipline, and the ability to delay gratification is what separates winners from spenders. You don't need to live miserably. You just need to live strategically until your money starts earning more than your effort. So don't rush to look successful. Focus on becoming successful. Because the quiet years of sacrifice and smart decisions are what set you up for decades of financial freedom. In short, delay lifestyle, accelerate growth. Because patience now buys freedom later. So here's the truth most people never realize. You don't need money to start building wealth. You need clarity, consistency, and courage. We've talked about shifting your mindset, monetizing your skills, building leverage, forming smart collaborations, and delaying lifestyle for long-term growth. These aren't random ideas. They're the real foundations that self-made millionaires use to rise from nothing. The people who make it aren't always the smartest or the luckiest. They're simply the ones who start, who take what little they have, apply what they know, and keep moving forward no matter how small the progress feels. Because every step you take today compounds into something powerful tomorrow. If you're sitting there thinking, but I have nothing, remember, the world's most successful people once said the same thing. The only difference is, they decided to start anyway. You can learn, create, sell, and grow, all from zero, as long as you're willing to put in the time, energy, and discipline. So stop waiting for the perfect time or the perfect opportunity. The time is now. You've got everything you need to begin. Your mind, your skills, your phone, and a plan. Because wealth doesn't start in your wallet, it starts in your mindset. And once you think like a builder, nothing can stop you from becoming one. Now, if this video sparked something in you, if it made you believe that you can truly build from nothing, then take the next smart step. Hit that subscribe button, tap like, and share this video with someone who needs this message today. Join the community of everyday people turning knowledge into income, ideas into opportunity, and effort into financial freedom.